What if I told you the richest 0.1% are executing a silent escape plan, abandoning the West for a glitzy desert kingdom, and the reason why should terrify you? In 2025, while you struggle with inflation and rising costs, over 8,200 millionaires are quietly slipping away to Dubai. That's not just a trend, it's an exodus, a mass migration of wealth that's happening right under your nose, twice as large as the number heading to the entire United States. These ultra-wealthy elites aren't just chasing tax breaks, they're betting against Western democracy itself. What do they know that you don't? What coming collapse are they preparing for while leaving the rest of us behind? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on what might be the most significant wealth transfer in modern history, a financial escape plan that threatens to upend everything we thought we knew about global power. Welcome to Dubai Curious. If you're fascinated by what's really happening in this desert playground for the ultra-wealthy, hit that subscribe button and notification bell right now. Part 1. The mass exodus. The numbers are staggering and impossible to ignore. According to the 2024 Henley Private Wealth Migration Report, approximately 128,000 millionaires migrated internationally in 2024 alone, breaking the previous record of 120,000 set just a year earlier. And the projections for 2025? An astonishing 135,000 millionaires on the move. But here's where it gets interesting. Dubai isn't just winning this race, it's dominating it. While the United States expects to welcome about 3,800 millionaires in 2025, Dubai is projected to attract 8,200. That's more than double its nearest competitor. Let that sink in. A city-state in the desert, roughly the size of Rhode Island, is outpacing the entire United States in attracting the world's wealthy elite. Visual graphic showing comparative numbers. Dubai now houses over 81,200 millionaires, including 237 centimillionaires with net worths exceeding $100 million each and 20 billionaires. That represents a staggering 102% growth in just one decade. Meanwhile, traditional Western powers are hemorrhaging wealth at an alarming rate. The United Kingdom is expected to lose 9,500 millionaires in 2024 alone. China, even worse, 15,200 millionaires fleeing. But why? What's driving this massive redistribution of global wealth? The answer is more complex and potentially more disturbing than most people realize. Part 2. The Tax Haven Mirage. The most obvious explanation for Dubai's appeal is its notorious tax benefits. While citizens in Western democracies shoulder income tax rates of 30 to 50%, Dubai offers something nearly unimaginable: zero personal income tax, none, and no capital gains tax, no inheritance tax, just a modest 5% VAT compared to rates as high as 20–25% in European countries. Even Monaco and Switzerland, long considered tax havens for the wealthy, can't compete. Switzerland imposes income taxes ranging from 10 to 40%, while Monaco hits businesses with a hefty 33% corporate tax. Dubai's corporate tax, introduced in 2023, sits at just 9% for profits above a certain threshold, still remarkably competitive by global standards. And special economic zones like DIFC and ADGM offer additional tax advantages, including 100% foreign ownership, complete profit repatriation, and high levels of confidentiality. Cut to hypothetical scenario. Imagine you're a tech entrepreneur who just sold your company for $50 million. In California, you'd immediately lose about $25 million to various taxes. In Dubai, you keep it all. Every single dollar. Over a lifetime of investments and business ventures, this differential amounts to tens or even hundreds of millions in preserved wealth. For the ultra-rich, relocating to Dubai isn't just a lifestyle choice, it's a financial imperative. But here's the uncomfortable question. While these millionaires and billionaires enjoy Dubai's tax-free lifestyle, who's left behind to fund the social services, infrastructure, and defense budgets of Western nations? The answer, of course, is you and me, the middle and working classes. This mass exodus raises serious concerns about tax justice and wealth inequality. As the rich get richer in their tax-free oasis, are we witnessing the birth of a new aristocracy, a global elite untethered from the responsibilities of citizenship? Part 3. The Golden Visa. Citizenship for sale beyond tax benefits. Dubai's Golden Visa program has become a powerful magnet for the wealthy. This program offers long-term residency in exchange for significant investments, effectively monetizing citizenship rights that most of us receive by birth. The message is clear. In Dubai, citizenship is a commodity available to anyone with enough money. While ordinary immigrants worldwide face increasingly restrictive policies, the ultra-wealthy can essentially purchase their way to residency rights. This creates a troubling two-tier immigration system, one for the wealthy, another for everyone else. And Dubai isn't alone. Similar programs exist throughout the world, from Portugal to Malta to the Caribbean. What does it say about our global values when the right to live and work in a country depends not on skills, humanitarian needs, or family connections, but simply on the size of one's bank account? And what happens to societies when citizenship becomes merely transactional? When the wealthy can simply buy their way into and out of nations based on financial convenience rather than genuine national allegiance? Part 4. Luxury lifestyle and security theatre. Upbeat music with visual montage of Dubai luxury. It's impossible to discuss Dubai's appeal without mentioning its legendary luxury. The city has built its identity around superlatives. The tallest building, Burj Khalifa, the most luxurious hotel, Burj Al Arab, the largest shopping mall, the biggest artificial islands. For the ultra-wealthy, Dubai offers an ecosystem of exclusivity, private beaches, 7-star hotels, exclusive members-only clubs, and marinas filled with super yachts. It's a playground purpose-built for displaying and enjoying extreme wealth. But there's a darker aspect to Dubai's appeal that few discuss openly: the sense of security it provides the ultra-wealthy in an increasingly unstable world. As wealth inequality grows globally, many millionaires and billionaires harbor fears about social unrest, populist backlash, or even wealth confiscation in Western democracies. Dubai, with its strict social controls and ban on public protests, offers something valuable to those with much to lose: protection from popular dissent. In an era of growing anti-billionaire sentiment, climate activism, and calls for wealth redistribution, Dubai represents a safe harbor, a place where displays of extreme wealth aren't questioned or challenged, but celebrated and encouraged. Is this why so many Russian oligarchs fled to Dubai after the Ukraine invasion? Reports indicate that Russians were the top non-resident property buyers in 2021, spending over $300 million on luxury real estate. Following Western sanctions, Dubai became a haven where Russian wealth remained accessible and secure. This raises uncomfortable questions. Is Dubai's appeal partly based on providing sanctuary from accountability? Has it become a refuge not just from taxes, but from democratic oversight itself? Part 5. The cryptocurrency connection. In recent years, Dubai has strategically positioned itself as a global cryptocurrency hub. And this is no accident. As traditional financial centers like New York and London have approached crypto with caution and regulatory scrutiny, Dubai has rolled out the red carpet. The results speak for themselves. In 2023 alone, Dubai added 4,500 new millionaires, many directly connected to cryptocurrency opportunities. Major exchanges like Binance and Kraken have established operations in the Gulf, attracted by clear regulatory frameworks and tax incentives. Studies suggest that approximately 25% of Middle Eastern millionaires now hold cryptocurrency investments, a staggering figure compared to global averages. This cryptocurrency connection represents more than just another financial sector. For many of the ultra-wealthy, cryptocurrencies represent a hedge against political risk, a borderless, potentially anonymous asset class that can't easily be frozen, seized, or controlled by Western governments. In this context, Dubai's embrace of crypto aligns perfectly with its broader appeal to wealth-seeking independence from traditional financial and political systems. The combination is powerful. A tax-free jurisdiction with cryptocurrency-friendly policies creates the perfect environment for wealth that wishes to operate outside conventional financial oversight. But what does it mean for global financial stability when vast sums of wealth move into less regulated spaces? Are we witnessing the creation of a parallel financial system beyond democratic accountability? Part 6. Geopolitical neutrality, the new Switzerland. Perhaps one of Dubai's most underappreciated advantages is its carefully cultivated political neutrality. While Western nations increasingly demand that wealth take moral and political positions through sanctions, ESG investing requirements, or public pressure campaigns, Dubai offers a refreshing alternative, politics-free capitalism. This is particularly evident in how Dubai has positioned itself during the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Unlike Western financial centers that froze Russian assets and severed financial ties, Dubai maintained an open-door policy. For Russian millionaires, Dubai offers a place where the war feels distant, public solidarity displays are absent, and business continues uninterrupted. The ability to transfer funds through non-sanctioned Russian banks and the dramatic increase in Russian visitors, 1.2 million in 2022 compared to 1 million in pre-pandemic 2019, underscores this reality. In an increasingly divided world, Dubai is selling something increasingly rare and valuable: neutrality. Like Switzerland during earlier European conflicts, Dubai has positioned itself as a safe harbor in geopolitical storms, a place where wealth can wait out conflicts without taking sides. But unlike Switzerland, which at least nominally adheres to Western democratic values, Dubai operates under very different principles. This raises profound questions about the future of global financial power and the values that will shape it. Are we witnessing the emergence of a new global financial center, one that operates according to fundamentally different principles than New York, London, or Tokyo? And what happens to Western leverage when vast pools of private wealth can simply relocate to jurisdictions beyond their influence? Part 7. The expatriate bubble. Dubai's population statistics tell a remarkable story. Out of approximately 10 million residents, only 1 million are citizens. The remaining 9 million are expatriates, creating one of the most demographically unusual societies on Earth. For wealthy newcomers, this creates a ready-made community of fellow expatriates, a cosmopolitan bubble where they can feel immediately at home without integrating into the local culture. It's as if Dubai has created a separate society specifically designed for international wealth. But this expatriate-dominated structure raises profound questions about identity, belonging, and civic responsibility. In traditional nations, even the wealthy maintain some connection to national identity and civic duty. In Dubai's expatriate bubble, those connections are attenuated or absent entirely. What happens to the concept of citizenship when the wealthy can simply opt out of national communities and responsibilities? When allegiance is given, not to shared values or democratic institutions, but to whichever jurisdiction offers the most favorable financial terms. Perhaps the most troubling aspect of Dubai's appeal is what it reveals about the changing relationship between wealth and democratic societies. For centuries, even the most privileged members of Western societies remain tethered to national communities through shared cultural identity, civic responsibility, and at least some level of tax contribution. The Dubai phenomenon suggests something new, the emergence of a truly global elite that can effectively opt out of these traditional bonds and responsibilities, a class of wealth that is increasingly post-national, operating according to its own rules and interests. Part 8. The Future Implications. Dubai. Spectacular success in attracting global wealth isn't just a local phenomenon. It's a glimpse into a possible future where wealth increasingly detaches itself from national obligations and democratic oversight. With projected GDP growth of 3.9% in 2024 and 1% in 2025 according to the World Bank, and an impressive AA credit rating from Fitch, Dubai is positioning itself for long-term dominance in the competition for global wealth. But what are the implications for the rest of us? First, as millionaires flee Western democracies, they leave behind tax systems increasingly dependent on middle and working-class taxpayers. This creates a vicious cycle. As the tax base narrows, pressure increases on remaining taxpayers, potentially driving more wealth to exit. Second, the loss of wealth represents more than just tax revenue. It's also a loss of investment capital, entrepreneurial talent, and job creation potential. As millionaires relocate, they take with them not just their personal wealth, but their business networks and investment activities. Third, and perhaps most concerning, is the potential erosion of the social contract that underlies democratic societies. When the wealthiest can simply opt out of national communities and responsibilities, what happens to the shared sacrifice and mutual obligation that democracy requires? Are we witnessing the beginning of a new global feudalism? A world where a transnational elite enjoys unprecedented mobility and privilege, while the vast majority remain bound by borders, taxation, and diminishing opportunity. The Dubai phenomenon forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about wealth, power, and citizenship in the 21st century. It's easy to dismiss this trend as simply rich people seeking tax advantages, but the implications run much deeper. At its core, this mass migration of millionaires represents a choice between two visions of how society should be organized. One vision, embodied by traditional Western democracies, holds that even the wealthiest citizens have obligations to the broader community through taxation, civic engagement, and shared sacrifice for the common good. The other vision, embodied by Dubai, suggests that wealth should be free to maximize its advantages without constraint, that citizenship is transactional rather than relational, and that social bonds can be replaced by market relationships. The question isn't whether Dubai will continue to attract millionaires, it almost certainly will. The real question is how democratic societies will respond to this challenge. Will they engage in a destructive race to the bottom, competing to offer ever more generous tax benefits to the wealthy? Or will they reaffirm the value of citizenship as something more than a financial transaction, as participation in a community with shared rights and responsibilities? As viewers, we each have a role to play in this unfolding drama. We can passively accept a future where wealth increasingly detaches itself from responsibility, or we can demand a world where prosperity is shared and the social contract remains intact. The Dubai deception isn't just about millionaires seeking tax breaks, it's about the future of democracy itself. The decisions we make in the coming years will determine whether wealth serves the common good or only itself. Share this video to spread awareness about this critical but under-discussed trend. Subscribe for more in-depth analysis of how wealth shapes our world. And most importantly, join the conversation about what kind of society we want to build together. Thank you for watching Dubai Curious. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, the future is still ours to shape.